Government has closed KwaZulu-Natal beaches and public holidays to slow the spread of COVID-19. So how are beach lovers taking the news? Well, Letiwe Mdluli is in Durban. She's been finding out for us. Letiwe, a very good morning to you. And I would assume that those who had planned their holidays, Durban was the place to be. They were going to take their chances, are now have a bit of a cloud hanging over that festive spirit.
Yes, Iveka. So there's been some type of delay in some holiday plans for some visitors coming to KZN. But right now, I am in Ushaka Marine World, which is open for the period of the holiday season and also in January. I will be joined by the CEO of Ushaka Marine World, who's going to basically explain to us what are some of the protocols that they are taking in place, because we know that some places here in Durban are closed due to COVID-19. We are undergoing or experiencing the second wave of COVID-19, and KZN is one of the top 4 provinces that are super spreaders. So basically, what I'm doing here is that I'm going to be doing some activities where people, or showing people activities that they can do besides going to the promenade. So I'm going to be talking to Ndabo Khoza right now, who's the CEO of Ushaka Marine, and just ask what are some of the activities they have for visitors this holiday season. Ndabo, I know that we spoke and said that there are activities opened here in Ushaka Marine World. Can you please just explain some of the activities that people can do besides going to the beach?
Thank you very much, and the opportunity to just talk about Ushaka Marine. As you know, that because we are a controlled park, and in terms of Section 84 of the regulations, 1844-14, we're supposed to come up with a plan in terms of how we control access to the park. We've actually done that. Ordinarily, our park will take about 8,000 people, but we've actually kept the numbers based on the need for us to maintain social distancing. As a result, for example, we have a dolphin show that normally takes about 2,500 people, but we've now cut it down to about 250 people. We also have Wet and Wild, and that's where people go to our pool and enjoy themselves, and the kids actually love that. We've had to reduce that to about 1,500. We also have an aquarium where we normally are at any given stage. We can take as much as about 4,000 people, but we've reduced that to about 1,000. We also do offer dangerous encounters in terms of people where they go and see all these dangerous animals like snakes, crocodiles and all that. We also do some kind of diving where you're actually able to dive with the sharks and some of the dangerous animals. We've actually reduced that to 50 so as to maintain social distancing. You will see that there's a very strict control just to make sure that people that come into our park, they're all sanitized so that then they don't contaminate anything that they actually touch. We've also ensured that every shop displays the maximum capacity and also continue to monitor and screen the people in terms of wearing the mask. Because we picked up that the tendency was that when people come into the park at the initial screening, they actually have their mask on, but as soon as they get inside, and they have a tendency of removing the mask. So we've appointed COVID marshals who are continuously monitoring people to make sure that they're actually complying. Also, you would have heard there's a continuous message that's actually playing on our radio, just reminding people to social distance and just to make sure that they're continuously also washing their hands and keeping a mask. So we're actually extremely vigilant about that, because we do not want to be one of those super spreader venues, but we're seeing a lot of people are trickling in. We're very happy that on the 16th we remained open. We managed the numbers. It wasn't so bad. No, ordinarily on the 16th we would have had about 8,000 people, but we had about 1,100. Yesterday was our good day. We had about 1,900 people that came into the park. Obviously, it's still well within our limit, because our limit is about 3,000, as we say. So overall, we're quite happy with how we've managed any infections. We haven't had any incidences. And for us, that's our main priority right now, is that people enjoy as much as they can, but we also have to comply to the regulations, and therefore we are very strict when it comes to that.
So you mentioned that you were open on the 16th. Will you be open on other public holidays? Because we know that our beaches are closed on public holidays.
Yes, definitely. I did indicate that we are allowed to open in terms of Regulation 8414 because we are a controlled park. We have controlled access. We control the numbers. We did that successfully on the 16th. We're going to apply the same model. Also, what we are doing, we are controlling the sale of tickets. So remember, people buy tickets to actually come here. So we're controlling that. We've put notices on our website. And the other thing also that we are doing, we are managing the queuing system at the back for people that are trying to come to the park. Just make sure that we've got queue marshals that ensures that people maintain the social distancing as they actually come in. We also screen them before they actually come into the water park. The other issue that we have been dealing with, obviously you know that when people get into the water, they're supposed to take off their mask. And then we then also have deployed some marshals just to make sure that then people stop wandering around whilst they're out of the water, that when you then decide to walk somewhere else, you put your mask on. But for safety reasons, when you get into the water, you have to take your mask off. You have to take your mask off.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
So, Yuveka, those are some of the protocols that Ushaka Marine World is taking into consideration because we are experiencing the second wave of COVID-19. I will be trying out some activities that they have on offer and show you guys at home what I'll be doing.
All right, so all is not lost. If you had a trip planned to Durban, there's still stuff that you can do with the kids and just to entertain them a little bit as well. Thanks so much, Letiwe. Well.